As my colleague Ashwin just said, it was a historic night for India. The first ever goal, yes, India lost to Colombia 1-2, but everybody will talk about that moment. 82nd minute of the match, India down 0-1, the corner kick and Jackson scores. And it was a spectacular header, make no mistake, the ball coming, leaping across, leaping ahead of the Colombian defense and then scoring top right hand net. The first ever goal in the World Cup ever, history for India. I thought that celebration was a tad too long. In fact, maybe the next minute goal by Penaloza, his second for the night, was a result of the fact that the Indians were celebrating still. The fact that they had equalized, they were taken by the occasion. They were just too into it that they conceded that goal. It was a defensive lapse and that cost India dear. Having said that, it was a spirited fight. Having said that, India got two really good chances. Abhijit Sarkar, come on, how close you were to scoring India's first goal in the first half. Rahul, just about nick of time, the ball hitting the post once again. India did have a couple of chances, that offside of Rahim Ali. This was definitely a better performance than against the US. India was not defending all the time. They were trying to counter-attack. The Colombians had better skill, no doubt. They had better ball control, no doubt. Their bodies were better. Against one of the world's leading footballing nations, this is an Indian performance that gives us hope. And I have to come to this man, Dheeraj, the goalkeeper. He was just outstanding. One can actually do a whole package on how good he was, how spectacular he was. One save after another, one save after another. Whether he was punching the ball out or fisting the ball over the bar, Dheeraj was absolutely outstanding in goal. One must say he saved at least 4 or 5 hugely difficult opportunities that, that chances that had come Colombia's way. Dheeraj clearly a 16-year-old, a star in the making. In my book, if there is any man of the match, along with Penaloza, who scored his 2 goals, it has to be Dheeraj from India. Anwar was really good in the defense. Rahim Ali with his bursts was good enough in the attack. That Aniket Jadhav substitution was a good move from Di Matos. Overall, Indian fans, as we could see after the match, India chants, they were not disappointed. Many thought that India would concede many against Colombia, one of the world's leading footballing powers. But from what we've seen against the United States, against the Colombians, this is not an Indian team that can be ridden roughshod. This is not an Indian team that is poor. This is not an Indian team that does not have future. If they can take on the US, if they can take on Colombia, they can certainly take on leading Asian sides. We want a point. Now, it is perhaps right to say we want a point against Ghana. And imagine if that happens. A World Cup campaign concluding with a point. No one had said that at the start of the campaign. It has been reasonably okay. Tonight, India can celebrate the spirited performance, but we need a point to culminate this campaign with a high. Maybe that night against Ghana. Can Di Matos' boys do it all over again? Can they not get overawed if they score a goal? We've got to wait and see. But so far, Under-17 World Cup, India hasn't disappointed.